Everybody, welcome to the live stream. We're just chilling out tonight. Float and I are sitting here talking about some fishing and the superstitions of fishing. You know, there's all these people that got that have all these facts for you that float is finding out. You know, you're not holding your rod right, you're not casting right. This is probably this, and this is what I just said. Before I looked up and said, "Oh God, we got to go live." And it's perfect conversation for the fact that it's probably the most superstitious sport in the world, and somebody's gonna tell you how you're not doing something exactly right, right, Float?
That's right, man. Yeah, the guy, like I was telling Dirty, the comment was in there. He said, "You're not holding your reel right," and I've done caught probably, I don't know, 5 or 6 fish in this video. And I'm like, well, I'm doing pretty good with it. How am I supposed to be holding it? I'm holding the reel in my hand, and he's telling me you're not holding it right. Okay.
And like I said, and as I said, it's like saying you're not mowing your grass left or right, so you're doing it wrong.
You're doing it wrong.
Dude, whatever works. There's a million ways to do something properly. And as you'll figure this out on the podcast about everything yet nothing at all. And we're full of some trivial facts around here and some things that aren't, but it won't be a night without Float and my dirty Float. That's right. If anybody needs to know, it's whipped cream, it's fudge, it's a round ice cube, and screwball whiskey. Get you some of that.
Get you some. And you already know I got the Yellow Cap Milo's tea in here.
And I got the homebrewed sweet tea right here.
Yes, sir.
When that drink's gone.
Welcome in, everybody. Y'all welcome into Thump, baby. We're excited to have y'all.
Sir. That's right. So everybody in my family swears I'm going to be Uncle Si in about 20 years because my whole life, I don't go anywhere without sweet tea. I don't know where. And ask my wife if I come home and there's no sweet tea, whether it's my fault or otherwise, I'm not a happy camper. I'm not.
Yeah, gotta have that tea, baby.
Yes, sir. Because I will run right to this. Actually, there's a place called Tony's. An Italian family, actually half Italian, half Greek family, owns a restaurant up here. So the pizza and it's good stuff, man. They make their own doughs and their own sauces and everything, man. And they make kick-ass sweet tea. So if there's none made here, I'll literally walk across the street, go $6 for a gallon they charge over there. I'll go get it. I don't care if she's making. I don't care if somebody starts making the tea in the house right then, right there. If I need tea, I'm out the door.
Go. What's up, Just Jacob? Right. Let me shout a few people out right quick, man. Just Jacob's in the building. We got Robin in the building. We got Scott in the building. What's up, everybody? Some people that hadn't commented yet that's in the building. Good to have y'all,
happy
man.
to have y'all. And thanks for coming in early, man. We like that. We're starting to get the people that are waiting on us, and that's kind of cool. And thank you for doing that, man. That means we mean something to you. Coffee. I love my coffee too, but I rarely drink it until guess what? This time of year.
This time of year.
Which references the title for the night. It's going to get chilly. It's cooling down on everybody starting tomorrow. Everybody got a little bit of cold that came in over the past couple of days, but it's really going to dip and stay there for a while. Starting tomorrow night, I think, or something like that. Mm-hmm. And of course, it's gonna get you're gonna get a chill. You can stay here for the thrill. That's kind of the point of the time.
That's right. It's been in the 40s at nights here, man. Past few days.
I got that cold here at night, but it's gonna push all that over here after that rain pushes through. Robin, that's all I drink is tea. And my kids say I drink too. See, same here. See, I knew I love that girl for some reason. She's right there. Right there with you too, though.
Oh yeah, tea's where it's at, man.
Tea.
Today I had some unsweet tea from Milo's restaurant.
See, the Milo's and what's the other one that's really good? I can't think of it right now, but it's almost similar to Milo's. Usually, if I go get that, I'll get two and I'll mix them. I'll get one unsweet and one sweet because that sweet is sweet.
Yeah, it is sweet. Yeah, that's why I went to the Yellow Cap. It's not as sweet.
But see, they don't. Either they don't. The Lowe's grocery store here, either and the Teeter, either they don't carry the Yellow Cap or it's always sold out. One of the two.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that way. I mean, you gotta hit it just right, or it'll be gone. You know, that's at Walmart or the Piggly Wiggly grocery store.
Yeah.
You gotta hit it just right.
Yeah, and the Pig, I don't see it there either. And Pig is the closest grocery store to me. I like going there. I go into Pig a lot for their meats because they use local farmers.
Y'all give us a thumbs up if our sound's okay, our volume's good. Give us
Yeah,
a
and don't
thumbs
forget
up.
to thumbs up the video.
Yeah, hit that thumbs up on the video too.
What does everybody start doing this time of year? What's different about your agenda now that summer has officially faded out? I know I got a good bit of things that I do. Number one, Scott brought up coffee. I'm not a pumpkin spice person. Don't get me wrong, I like that, but I'm more of the chocolates and things like that. So I switch gears. I will, in the summertime, I'm not going to drink coffee or stop even buy coffee or whether or not I make it in the summer. It just, now your body's already prematurely warm and it's going to be 110 degrees outside. I can't do that.
Yeah.
But this time of year, and ciders and my tea usually switches up in the morning too. I'll take a hot tea if I don't have coffee. Got pumpkins. I put pumpkins at the front door today or yesterday afternoon actually.
Yeah, I'll tell you something. The pressure washing for me the past month has been, pretty slow. And yeah, alrighty, it starts getting cold, man, and I got a quote to go give tomorrow on the soft wash. So,
dude, it happens here. It's crazy as hell. And it's September is always flatline. I've got my base callers that always want their shit done in September, and that's the only washing that goes down in September. Every year, though, it's been a couple more because I've gained a couple more clients the year before, so it's not much. September is usually a flat line. Like I said, mid-September to early October and February are the two slowest times of the year for me, in either business, actually. But then after about October the 15th, 16th, somewhere around there, just past mid-month, it goes nuts for the landscaping and for the pressure washing. And because it's people that want their winter projects done, and or they want I'm mostly doing a bunch of design work for winter work for people that want their shit done before the summer shows up. But it creates a constant flow because now I'm doing a bunch of designs here in a couple weeks. Probably, last year before, past 3, 4, 5 years. There at any given time, I'm doing 7 or 8 a month at minimum. And so, and then those jobs kick in, depending on where we are, or more like where Mike and his crews are. They usually kick in somewhere between Thanksgiving and Christmas, maybe after the New Year, and move on. And the pressure washing's been, oddly enough, it was a little bit slower than last year or any previous years in September. But because of stability, because of word of mouth and things. I'm perfectly fine. I don't mind taking a break. It doesn't bother me at all. But
it just come to a stop with me September.
Yeah, and it I know that like the first year I did it, the first fall that I came into, without a good collection bank of previous clients, it was very slow. Very, very, very slow. It'll pick up though. It will, because there'll be people that want their shit done before Christmas, or before Thanksgiving, if not both. What did Rob say? Let me bring it up here.
There may be a chance for an upsell, I hope, because I kind of pulled it up online and looked at the house. I couldn't get a side view of the house for some reason. It wouldn't allow me to do it, but I could get looking down on it, and I could see the driveway and the sidewalk was pretty dirty. So I might get an upsell.
Another way to look at that? Look on like Zillow, and don't always just count on Zillow. Go to Zillow, Realtor, Redfin, or whatever the hell it is. Hit all three of them, because sometimes, even if that property sold 20 years ago, somehow, some way, they've got the old photos, and it'll get you all around the house. Not all the time, but if it's hard to see on Google, look at the real estate sites.
Yeah, it only give me the top view on Google.
Yeah, Scott, you're right, man. It's busy. It's my mama's bringing me back some apples, man. We can't get up there because all the shit we got going on. And but man, I love some fresh apple cider, and it sucks that I can't go to the orchard this year and hang out, listen to some music, grab some apples, and sip some apple cider with, of course, the bourbon in it that's from the back of my truck. But we got to pass this year, and so Mama's bringing me some home, man.
Nice.
Never got a. I grew up on pumpkins by accident. They were in my waste pile from the following year. So now, nice.
6 pumpkins. Wow.
We tried to grow pumpkins out on the property this year, and they failed because we had so much rain. They got crown rot and didn't do well. And of course, us not being out there, except for maybe every other week or something like that, it was too late when we saw it. They were done. So we're not going to try them again until we're out there more often to kind of watch, and make sure we got proper care. Actually, we're redoing the whole garden this year. It's about, the garden area we have is probably about close to an average size of a lot. And we're going to put raised beds through the whole thing. Well, not the whole thing, because half of it is orchard with peaches, pears, figs, limes, lemons, oranges, those things. Apple butter, yes sir. And but the other half is vegetable gardens, and we're going to raise the beds on that because that soil there is so nutrient rich, but it's also very seed rich. So, and we don't want to spray the shit out of it all the time. We're trying to keep away from that. So we're going to raise the beds and just let the grass come in along the pathways and just keep it mowed and weed eating and shit. But dude, we probably got another cool thing is, we got to harvest the peanuts next time I'm up there. We got a batch of peanuts in there.
Oh, nice.
We've got like 100 raspberries and blackberries. What else we have? Dude, we got more strawberries. We could feed the world in strawberries, man. I mean, literally. So next year it's going to be cool. It's going to be a lot of fun, man. And that's the other thing, man. I love, when it comes to switching gears with season stuff, I love the change. The season this time of year is my favorite because of the colors of the trees.
Oh yeah,
especially up in the mountains. If nobody knows about that, man, you should really check that out. It's nothing like anywhere else in the world than it is in the Appalachian Mountains, man. There's so much tree diversity up there with hardwoods that the colors are just insane. We've got asparagus, Scott. We do. We have asparagus as well.
Asparagus. What was for dinner tonight?
I had grouper fish. I had fish and grits.
Fish and grits. Sounds good, man.
I should. Damn it! I had a slice made or two. I should have sent. That recent group chat that got started. You know what I'm talking about. With our buddy and food.
Am I in? Oh yeah.
I should have taken a picture, but I was way too damn happy to eat that. I forgot all about it.
I should have took one of mine too, man. Tonight I had tomato soup and 2 grilled cheeses, bro. Woo!
That's what I almost had. My wife said, "Hey, there's fish in the fridge," and I'm like, "Cook it up."
Yeah, and I was dipping that grilled cheese in that soup, and it was good.
There's nothing better than that, man. Hey, do you put Parmesan cheese in your tomato soup?
If I have it, I do. Yeah.
I love that, man. God, I love that.
Yeah, Parmesan cheese don't last long around here.
It doesn't around here either. Scott says crab cakes. Man, if I can't, that's definitely one of my favorites, man. Shrimp, flounder, crab cake.
Yeah, he's and you talking about that group chat, man? He's putting a whooping on me right now with the. I gotta catch up. You do too.
Look, man, that sapsucker was on vacation. So I'm gonna catch him. I'm gonna catch him when he's home. I'm like, all right, what you got coming out your own kitchen now, bitch? Where is that sapsucker? Somebody text him. He's usually in here after the first 30 minutes, so.
Let me see. Let me share it to him. Let's see.
That was good though. That was funny. That barbecue place, man. I had just read an article about that place. It was cracked me up. I was like, where are you eating? And he said, I was like, no shit. I literally just read an article about that place because that's only, I say only, it's like 4 hours from us, but I say only because that's it. 4 hours on the road ain't nothing to me. It really isn't. I'll go there just to eat there and come back home.
Right.
On that kind of drive. But somebody on social media, I think, had shared it. And I cracked up. I was like, he probably ain't gonna believe this, but I literally just read an article on that place.
Yeah, he's always eating good, man. He told me he was going to do a cooking show, you know, on YouTube.
He should, man.
He ain't seen one yet, or he was going to do another Sunday morning cooking or whatever with Linton.
Yeah, him and Nzingo, they got a good vibe, you know. They should do it.
They do.
I think a channel geared towards that with those two, it'd blow up, man.
I think so, man.
It'd go crazy.
They are hilarious.
They're good people.
Yep. Are hilarious.
I've been looking around, man. I'm getting ready to order me a new wash rig too, man. A whole setup. I ain't building shit anymore. I'm gonna buy a whole. I said I'd never do it, but I'm buying a whole damn rig.
Yeah, heck yeah, man. You gonna buy one that you know, goes in the back of the truck or still a trailer?
Yeah, I'm buying a skid so that I could have it in either place by just slipping it out and dropping it in.
Right. Yeah. So, that's what I want.
Yeah. And with the technology and stuff that's coming around and what maybe I've been looking around. Even last year I was looking. Last year I almost pulled the trigger and I'm like, nah. And I've got a good setup. I really do. But I don't have the patience to sit around and engineer it to where it's got a good flow to it, you know, walking around and do it. Mine's okay. It's not, but I'm not going to sit there and weld aluminum to make the whole thing work perfectly efficiently. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I will adapt and just put things in an efficient place, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're efficient when you're having to do reach around to crank things and shit like that.
Yeah.
Or to turn nozzles, whatever. And so I've been looking around. It's like, yep, I'm gonna pull the trigger on somebody. That's for sure.
Dang right.
It's a pretty hefty investment, but I mean, I pay double more than what if I bought the bare skid and put everything on myself. I'm probably paying double, but why wouldn't I? I mean, you know, they're putting it all together. I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
You know, it's never been about the price. It's just, I just like wrenching, you know, Scott does too. You know, it's like, why am I going to go buy that when it's not only I can do that, I like doing that.
Right. Yeah.
And so that makes it a hard hurdle. It's not a money thing. It's just, I like figuring things out, but now I'm at the point where I'm like, you know what? If I was really going to, because if I was really in a position in my life where I was going to do this skid myself and build it perfectly, I would build skids myself and sell it, you know? And I want to get out there and just go make money with it. So I'm just going to pull the trigger. What's up, Willis?
Yeah, man, that might as well do it. You can do it. You gonna put your other one up for sale?
No, well, which one? I've got two, 2.5.
Okay, well,
I've got two full rigs that if I get that one, that means I would have two full rigs that I can operate with, and another half one,
gotcha.
Which is just the pressure washer and a tank. But which in all reality, it's a full rig. It's just not full as in fully rounded. But I'm probably going to sell it off. I'll probably keep one of the 5.5 gallons around for a backup. I'll probably keep one of the. I don't know if I'll keep the 7 or the X6 around for a backup soft wash. But And the rest of it, I think I'm gonna give some of it to my brother because he wants to start doing it up in Greenville.
Mhm.
So I'll probably just hook him up.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Hey, you want to keep some for a backup for sure.
Yeah, and you have to, dude. Also, hold on, let me read this, and I'll tell you what just happened to me. I just started listening. I love putting things together. Yeah, Will's another tinker,
Yes,
and
he is.
I mean, Will probably has us all beat in that category, not by far, but he probably does. And so it's hard for me not to do it. Like I said, it's not a money thing. It's just I like figuring shit out. It's like the erector sets. I never was a Lego person. I love erector sets because you could just make all kinds of shit with them. And I just like figuring things out. When I
Yeah.
got it from my granddad on my mom's side. He was a vice president for GE, and he worked his way up through there because he in World War II was he was, I forget what the exact wording for him is, but he was a very behind the scenes man when it comes to coding and all that stuff. So he knew everything about radios and all that inside and out. He learned how to repair them in the Army and stuff. And it's an intelligence thing, a circle that he was in. And so when he got home, he got a good job at GE. And of course, he learned more about wiring tubes back in those days and other things. And dude, by the time I was 9, 10 years old, I could tear apart a TV or a radio and put it right back together. I couldn't do it now, but I could then.
Yeah.
And I just loved it. I was like, wait, I can build one of these things. There used to be kits you could order, like in the back of cartoons. Not only could you order those little, what was it, the sea monster things? What were they called? Somebody knows. They're basically the little shrimp, but what did they call them?
I can't think. I know what you're talking about, though, but I can't think of what they call.
You could order your GI Joes and those little fish shrimp things, but you could also order kits to build your own radio, and that's what I ordered.
I was the type.
Sea monkey.
Sea monkey.
Scott got it. Damn, Scott. Okay, Scott, remind us. You won a free T-shirt when we get these things kicked off. They're coming soon. You just won a free T-shirt, brother. What's up, Virgil? But
Cash Money P.
Anyway, that's where in Lincoln Logs. Oh my God, dude! I had like 10 of those things because I mean they're all the same set, but I had like a city. I had Lincoln Logs with my Hot Wheels cars, man. It looked like the Wild Wild West in my Lincoln Log village.
And the tracks, the little Hot Wheel tracks, man.
Yep.
I had them running all up my bed, and I remember we had bunk beds when we were younger, and had the tracks up from the top of the bunk beds going down and under it. It was awesome.
Oh, dude, you know what drove me nuts when I first got on the TikTok, and I was like, because I think I would have come up with this idea, to be honest with you, is the first guy that I saw, other than Tim. It's called Tim is Different now, but you probably know who it is if I showed it to you. But there was this guy, and he's still around, still does very well. He did the wind up Evel Knievel and jumps the shit. Dude, yes. I was like, that was me all day.
Oh, yeah.
Long.
Yes, sir. I had one of them bad boys too, man. That was one of my favorite toys.
Yes. I did. I had a blue IROC in my collection because I collected that well into high school. I was still collecting those things. I still get them now, but I say they're Pierce's or Henleys.
Yeah, I'd love to have one of those Evel Knievels right now. I'd be playing with it in the kitchen.
I know, man. If there's any one thing I wish I still had from my childhood, it's that thing. That and my badass Schwinn bicycle, man.
Yeah, I had the Evel Knievel bicycle with the gas tank. Had the gas. It was like a motorcycle.
I had that one too.
Yeah.
I had to bet, dude. I had the ultimate Schwinn with the 5-speed, shorter front tire, banana seat. The ones that cost an arm and a leg now. I had one. But what did I want? That Evil Knievel bike. And I had to
Right.
beg for 2 Christmases. 2 years went by and I finally got it.
Did you
That
have
bike.
the grip that made the
Oh, yeah.
noise?
Wee. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That was my favorite
yeah.
bike, man, by far.
You're
And there was
dang right.
also there was one they also made that was a 10-speed.
The Evil Knievel 10-speed.
There was a 10-speed as well.
Nice. That and probably my favorite as a young, probably, being young was the my Green Machine. The big
Oh,
wheels,
yeah.
like
A
the
neighbor
Green
had one.
Machine.
Scott probably remembers. Sean Inslee and Coleman Inslee. They had a Green Machine, man. We wore that thing out. And it was just right at the age when I moved into the neighborhood. I was 9, which made Scott roughly 8. Coleman was like 10 or 11, and his younger brother, I think, is the same age as Scott. And they had a Green Machine. It was right around the time that some of the kids just older than us started to have a bunch of mopeds and go-karts and things like that. So guess what started getting towed behind the go-karts?
The Green
Machine.
Yeah.
It didn't last long after that.
I wore them tires slap out in it. I remember
dude,
mine got to where they had a flat spot in it where I was hitting the brake.
Spot. Yep. All my big wheels did. I always had big wheels. I didn't have the Green Machine, but they had the Green Machine. And the Green Machine, you could kind of like lay back because it was really splayed out a little bit, And I bet once that thing got behind, remember Kevin Scher, Scott? It was behind him and it was behind their go-kart. I bet that thing didn't last 4 trips around the block because nobody pedaled anything. You wanted the wheels to stay frozen up, so you slid everywhere.
Yeah.
And
what's up, Andrew?
That thing didn't last. Andrew, there you are, man. And I bet that thing. I know it didn't make it through the day, but I bet it didn't make it 4 or 5 trips around the block before it had flat tires at the least. Man, those days were fun.
You ain't lying, bro.
Kevin and Todd. Todd was the younger brother.
Yeah. Kids nowadays most kids don't know about all that, man.
No clue, man. None. They want to watch it all on the screen or do it in a video game. I constantly have to yell at my kids, dude, get your ass outside and go do it yourself.
Right. I've been getting it for a couple hours now, Andrew. Yep.
Hey, Andrew, I got some weather reports for you, man. Or you got some weather reports. See, it's the chill and thrill. Andrew is going to give us the chill. Who's getting colder, Andrew, through the rest of the week? Is it going to be South Carolina and lower part, or is it going to be Alabama, or is it North Carolina, or is it what else? Who else we got in here? Or is it Jersey, Pennsylvania? What's Virgil's weather going to be? Or Will's in South Tennessee, northern Georgia. There, give us some weather reports, Andrew, if you can remember all that. If you can't, just let me know and I'll remind you, man. It's the weather moment with Andrew.
Yeah, everybody meet our weather guy here on Thump Channel, Mr. Andrew.
We'll bring Andrew more into this, man. Andrew needs his own spotlight. We're going to give it to him.
We're going to give it to him. Andrew is the man. That's for sure.
Andrew's the man. We love us some Andrew, man. And I mean that in all sincerity, Andrew. I really do. I really, really do like you a lot, man.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Float means it too.
Absolutely.
And I say that because I don't think many people tell that to Andrew. I'm just going to take a jab at that. And but you're highly appreciated here, brother. There's we're laughing with you. Let's just say that we're laughing with you, brother.
Yeah, brother. Yes, sir. And Dirty's still waiting to meet up with you to eat lunch.
Yeah, don't say that. 2 times in a row that's been mentioned on 2 previous podcasts, and Andrew disappeared. Don't leave, Andrew.
Oh, yeah, stay here, Andrew. My bad. Don't go nowhere.
I don't know if that actually freaks you out or not, but ain't nobody saying it to do that, for sure. I just generally, I mean, now that it's out there, I just generally would like to meet you or And your parents or whatever as well, man. They all seem like cool people. And I just happen to be in the area all the time.
Yep. I would like to know
first.
if it rain. Okay, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'm bringing it up. Go ahead.
No, that's what I was wondering if I'm gonna get rain tomorrow, or what's it gonna be like tomorrow?
South Carolina, Will's house to Dirty's house. Chance of rain. Dirty may get the most rain. Yep, because it does tend to churn up and get heavier as it comes up towards the coastline here. It's going to be cooler weather, then back to normal after Saturday. There you go, people. There's your Andrew weather report for the evening. If you're in the southeast, it's basically going to cool off. The odds of you getting wet are pretty damn good. But by Saturday, things ought to be all right. Thank you, Andrew. Highly appreciate that, man.
Thank you, sir. We need some music. Yes. Weather report, right with Andrew.
Yeah, damn, I should have dropped some music on that, man. I should have dropped it. That's all right. Hey, you want to give another one for the Northeast up there where Virgil and everybody is? That'd be great. I'll drop some music to that one.
It's going to sit on Dirty's house and church. What's he going to be doing around my house tomorrow, Andrew? If you don't mind. I do have a soft washing quote to go give, and then hopefully I can wet a hook if it's not raining.
Yeah, Float's got things to do tomorrow. I'm actually taking the time off tomorrow. He needs it pretty good. But an old Andrew says to further extend. Now we're going into the extended forecast here. That doesn't mean by the number of days, but geographical location here. It's going to sit on my house and churn. Yeah, okay, you did me. I thought that's what you meant there, Andrew. And churn around, which it is expected to do. And, of course, Andrew corrected himself here a little bit with that so that everybody knows and blamed it on a spell check, just like we all do. And here we go with Robin wanting the Pennsylvania weather forecast, Andrew. I think that'll follow in pretty good with Virgil over there at Lawnscapes of America. And no, Andrew, I am not moving tomorrow. It's going to be a little bit. We have a standing offer on the house, but we've got backups coming. So we're on the wait. And Virgil says he's pretty sure he's getting rain, but we're going to wait for the official Eastern Pennsylvania forecast from Andrew. And Andrew just reported in here, Virgil, it's about 50% chance there, brother, that you might see something. Any chance we could get some temperatures out of Andrew for old Virgil there. And Robin, what part of Pennsylvania? We're going to go with Central. Okay, let's see what Central Pennsylvania has for us. And, of course, Virgil says, thank you, Andrew. And we all thank you for your participation, Andrew. It's very appreciated. We like the interaction with you, man.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
And then here we go. Let's see, Andrew threw a couple more up in here. Let's continue on here with the on-site with Andrew here. It's about 50s this week in Northeast, maybe 60 degrees with the lows in the 40s. There you go, people. Andrew, if you got anything to add, throw it at us. Otherwise, we greatly appreciate your weather report, and we will look forward to you chiming in again next week with everybody's weekly forecast. Thank you, and stick around. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Andrew.
Yes.
Andrew officially has his first own slot on the Thump podcast. Andrew, you've officially been inaugurated into Thump, and you are the official weatherman for our channel. So you need to be here every Wednesday at 9:30.
Congratulations, Andrew.
You can come in at any time. Thank you, sir. We appreciate that. Where's Jacob? Where did Jacob go? Is he just listening? And where the hell is Ron? I know Ron's back there in the background. Ain't saying shit.
He's lurking.
He's baking cookies. And Robin says she has her heat on already. Check that shit out. Woo-wee. Hold on. We still got a little bit more from Andrew here. It says, slim chance of rain. Great chance of Virgil seeing the sunshine. Here we go, boys and girls. That's how it all boils down around here.
I don't turn the heat on until I got some goosebumps all over my body.
Dude, I don't either. Until it's uncomfortable, I don't turn the heat on.
Exactly. Wait as long as I can.
Oops. There we go. And it says, Andrew. See, even Andrew wants to know, Jacob, where did you go? Where did you go, Bobo?
Well, yeah, Jacob, he came in at the front and said something and then cut out on us.
Hold up. Stop the presses. Stop the press. Look who we got in the house.
Let me see. I want to know how in the world he found out about Thump. We did this.
Will,
just get away from him.
I told you when you came in here to make sure you close the door, both literally, figuratively, and algorithmically.
There goes the dang neighborhood.
Look who showed up.
Golly.
That's just, I'm disappointed.
I mean, we did
flip flops right now. Andrew's making predictions.
No, I've actually still got my work boots on. I'm still in my work clothes.
Yeah, he got in from work a little late. He didn't even have time to catch a nap. He had to come driving straight up. And Uno wait. Here comes Will with some damned excuse. I farted on my way in, and I figured it would leave the door open. Trust me, you didn't want to smell that. Well, you should.
Where to go, Will?
All know that is Uno's favorite smell. So I think Will set us up. Just saying.
I think so.
I don't know.
Sounds like it. Sounds like it. And it, and Will being here and One Love coming in, it was a setup.
Something's fishy, right?
It's fishy, man. I smell hot dogs.
This is fishy as a dead fish floating, isn't it?
I smell hot dogs. Yeah, dog it.
I smell nasty, overboiled hot dogs with sour cream and sauerkraut. That's what I smell.
Let me see if I can hit it one time. Hey, boys and girls.
I can't even do it without laughing, dude. I can't, because that introduction, he's nailed it. It cracks me up every time, man.
I know it.
Same one every time. I know it's coming when he goes, well, hello, boys. And I lose my shit every time.
Did you see the new one where he don't have a mask on?
No, I haven't. I haven't been on today. I don't think I was on yesterday either, so I'll have to go check.
Got them big old ears. He's got a filter on, but it's not the clown mask. And man,
I saw that one. It's the one that looks like the mouse. It's got I saw that one. Yeah, that was a few days ago. That one, it was even titled "No Filter." I remember that one. That was funny. That was hilarious. That was no filter, and he's a fucking mouse.
Yeah, if y'all don't know what we're talking about, One Love right there, on TikTok.
Yeah, I don't want to give too much away here, Uno, but did you I know and Uno knows, but no one else knows what I'm talking about to old Uno. Have you gotten those little circular apparatuses that float, and no pun intended, realistically, for your next question on TikTok?
Yeah, I'm lost. I don't know.
And you're supposed to be lost, because when this video comes out, it's going to be hilarious.
Oh, shoot.
Nick and I were texting back and forth the other night, and we about lost our shit with each other with some of the stuff we came up with. Hey, Scott. I know you're over there on TikTok. I don't know how often you're there, but you need to go check out Uno the Clown. And One Love here is Uno.
Yeah. the head
And
clown down there at Lawn Circus.
I can take credit for the fact that I named him that. Got to go to Walmart tomorrow. All right, man. Let me know and I'll ask the question. All right, my drink's gone. It's time for sweet tea now.
Sweet tea. Yeah, I think I seen that video today when I was scrolling through on a break or something and seen it.
No,
You
Robin,
know.
we're actually about probably 10 hours away from each other.
Yep.
I'm on the East Coast. He's over there in LA, Lower Alabama.
Yeah.
Well, you about mid Alabama, aren't you?
Well, I'm in Birmingham. They're
Okay. Yeah.
I'll say 30 minutes north of Birmingham.
Please, everyone, ask questions.
You'd probably see more videos. You would see videos of me and Dirty if we live close. I mean, you.
Oh
would,
God, yeah. You'd see too many, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, Scott, and anybody else too. But Scott, go check out Uno. He'll crack you up. It's funny. That's my buddy. I'll say,
yeah, he's alright.
Nick. He's alright.
He's alright.
Alright.
Or 7 years apart.
I mean, even if you aren't in lawn care, that shit would just crack you up. And then if you just kind of watch the history and go watch whoever he's got tagged in the videos, you'll catch on.
Yeah. So we're 7 hours apart, going truck speed, not too far.
Yeah, I guess that's about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess so. Because if I go, there's a nursery that I buy plants from. I haven't in a while because, well, I don't do the installation much anymore. Down in Mobile, that there's a huge wholesale nursery there that I will drive to and buy a lot, and that's about 8 because I have to go over and down, or down and over if I just follow the coastline. But
and I'm only about 2.5, maybe 3 hours from Will. Not too far at all.
What's all Uno got kicking here? I'll absolutely give you the wrong business answers, but we'll sell it like I'm preaching gold. And you sell it better than the dumbasses trying to give wrong answers, and they aren't. Jim, go to Atlanta plus 2 hours. Gotcha.
Will, how's everything?
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, you go ahead. I was just responding to One Love. Which dude, man? You're like firing machine guns out there, man. You're not. There ain't no sniper rifle on you on this round, man. You just.
Yeah, he come back stronger than ever.
Oh, Mow It, Grow It. Yeah, I thought that's who it was. I just didn't want to bring it up if that wasn't it.
Oh, we got
the guru. I want to know what's going on between him and the Lawn Ninja. I want to know what happened. We need the backstory. I don't know if you know it or not, but somebody needs to figure something why me and damn Uno weren't paying attention. And maybe Uno wasn't. I just wasn't paying attention. But yeah, something happened to these two basically crooks that were like this with each other. All of a sudden now hate each other. I'm like, well, who figured out who? Who's calling bullshit on who? Or who did first anyway?
The Mow It, Grow It guy? Yeah.
Mow It, Grow It, Lawn Ninja. I'm guessing that Mow It, Grow It was smart enough to finally see through Lawn Ninja because he's the bigger BS of all of them. And I mean, he's like, that dude's like pathological liar, stupid, crazy. And I'm being serious. Mow It, We Grow It. He just bullshits for views, but tries to act educated at the same time. Total different thing, but same end result. You see what I'm saying? And
Is the Law Ninja the guy that tries to act like SG?
yes, yes,
Okay.
even similar face and shit. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Now I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Basically, one crook ninja paid money to. Ah, okay.
Mm.
I knew if you didn't see it go down, 420 probably told you what happened. Man, I was gonna lead into that, and I guess now's the perfect time. I say fuck both of them. I'm gonna throw it out there. Fuck Palestine, fuck Israel, and I don't mean that too harshly because that ain't our goddamn problem. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I understand that it's a God blessed war that has been going on since before Jesus walked the earth. We're never going to solve the problem. They're not going to do it until one creed or is completely dead, gone. It's never going to end. I don't know why we're over there participating in it. I don't know why we're coming over there to be the fucking saviors. I don't know why we do it half the time when we go across the planet anyway to save some other country's ass that would never come save ours in our best times. So it pisses
one
me off.
thing that I see is they're killing our people over there too now. I mean they're killing Americans.
They did, but I don't think they were targeted. I don't think anybody was targeted other than the geographical location. I could be dead ass wrong, but I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I also do not like the amount of weird protesting going on here. That will make you take a step back too. But Israel was a zone. It was a people. And I'm not saying that I side with Palestine because there's some dirty bitches. They did shit the wrong way. But to a degree, I think they're fighting for what was theirs. I really do. I think they're dirty and I don't like it. I find it very funny that BLM and the LGBTQAGXYZ community are siding with Palestine on all this, when the Palestinians, if they took their race and their sexual identity to Palestine, they'd be killed in seconds, but they're going to side with them. I also find it rather funny that the conservative end sits there and wants to praise the Jews, but yet at any other time, they're telling you that Jews are the problems with Hollywood and the news media being so liberal because they control it all. So I call bullshit on anything that you see on a screen because everybody's siding basically against their enemy at this point in time. That's my 2 cents of it all.
Wow, it's what a coincidence, that all over the world. Well, I don't know about all over the world, but all over. I'm sure it happened there, all over the country. That everybody gets that alert on their phone. The emergency alert, and then this happens right after that.
And that is very strange. I that is extremely strange to me. And I thought that the minute all this shit went down. I don't know why we're there. I mean, okay, they took out some Americans. Let's put it this way. If China shot bullets or missiles over in Taiwan or Japan and some Americans happen to get hit in the process, do you think we're going to go send in battleships over there? No. And it also pisses me off, like I said, to the fact that if Japan attacked us again, do you think that Israel is going to come fight with us? Fuck no. Fuck no, they're not. They're going to sit over there and go, wasn't our problem. We're dealing with Palestine over here. Y'all do you, boo.
Yeah.
Probably. I hate to say this because I try to let this channel revolve around religions and things like that, and we could have a good talk. But the downside of all this shit is wars like this. It's all in the name of whose fucking religion is right. Why can't you just live in harmony? And look, let me tell you, the Jews aren't innocent. Palestine's not innocent. This has been going on. Tell me if I'm wrong, but in the Bible it says that the Israelites, the Jews, aren't allowed. They have no country, and so they went forth and they went out, right? And then you had Zionism come in, and you had British come in and control everything. Go, oh well, you can't live in Russia, Poland, or Germany anymore. So we'll make a home for you. And then Britain goes in there and gives them that home and creates this weird map with these neutral zones that made no fucking sense to begin with. I understand Jerusalem wanted to be neutral, and the Arab and Persian countries around them, Iran and Iraq mostly, wanted to make sure that Jerusalem remained neutral because there's a lot of Christians around there too. And they did, but then it's just, and there are videos outside of TikTok, everything. And I've saw it long before this, long before TikTok, of how the Jewish community can treat some of the people, the Palestinians over there, and how they will basically kick them off of their properties and things. That's not right. It's nowhere near equal to holding babies up in the air or whatever the Palestinians do for a blockade. What I'm getting at, both sides are screwed up. We just need to let them fight it out, is what I'm getting at, because I don't agree with either side. And I think, all things considered, I don't think anybody should. And it's not our war. Why are we going to everybody's aid?
Right.
If it's not money involved, why are we going?
KH wants you to read her comment, but I don't see it.
I don't either.
I was trying to find it. She's talking about living in harmony. Why can't we? I mean, the daggum, the churches here, Baptist, Church of God, Pentecostal, whatever. Nobody lives in harmony, dude. Everybody's either, we're right, you're wrong. You know what I mean? That's just the way it is, and that's one reason why I pick relationship over religion.
Boom, me too. Because my dad said it, and I'll never forget. I was late middle school, early high school, and me and my dad were talking. My dad said, "Look, let me tell you something. Almost every war that's ever been started in this whole world, you can blame it on a religion, because religion started it. Churches started it, and that's the whole reason they're fighting over there. That's the whole reason they're fighting over there. And I'm tired of us going to their rescue. Keep the nuclear weapons away from them and let them fucking fight it out.
Let them fight it out.
Whoever wins, wins.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I forget what I was going to say now, but KH, if you'll type that in for us again, we'll be sure to read your comment.
Because I'm not gonna sit here and not at least want to have a debate with anybody that sees it differently. I'm just telling you, because I understand other people's views too. My view is fuck all of them. Fuck them all. It's time we take care of us. And people have been saying that for 30, 50, 100 years. Take care of the United States. Check that damn border where all these Palestinians have come in. And that's the scary part, is God only knows what they're going to do in these big cities if we continue to fight Israel.
Yeah.
Who knows what the hell's going to go on from that? That's the scary shit.
Yep. So they put New York on notice, man. New York's getting noticed to be on alert, for terrorists.
KH, it's obviously getting filtered out. Can you text it to me? I'll read it. Because it's not up there again. YouTube is not letting that come through.
Yeah, we can't. I don't see it either. Let me make sure I'm on all comments. Yeah, I'm on all comments or all messages. Sorry.
I got my text open, KH. If you or Ben want to text it to me.
That's weird.
All right, man. See you later, Uno. Let me know when I need to ask that question.
We'll see you one love. Love you, brother.
But that's where I sit. In a nutshell, is keep the nuclear weapons away from them, and let's see who wins. Because that's who gets to stay. Just like every other war has ever been fought.
Yep. Yeah, it's never going to end until the end. You know.
Unfortunately, probably not. But that's just it. Let's keep it isolated. If they want to constantly fight over there like that and kill each other over their belief system, let's keep it over there. Let's not drag that shit over here. Because let me tell you know, and I'll be honest, Israel's probably going to make a short order out of this. Because they ain't nobody over there can fuck with them. They might think they can, but they can't.
No. Israel ain't no joke. That's
Ben,
sure.
I mean, Cage, Ben has it. Ask him if he's around. Or, you know what? Let me see if there's... Hey, KH, send it to me on IG. Send it to me on the dirty IG.
Yeah, they're powerful. What's up, Ben?
But the thing is...
He said I'm around.
Oh, there he is. Let me get to dirty here. Wait for her comment or her message. And I know y'all might see it a little different than me. So I'm oil. You're exactly right. But and it's also, I mean, you know, Israel is there. Britain put that shit in place, but it's propped up and secured because of us. There's no doubt. Oh, damn. I'm sorry. I thought about that right after I said it, Ben. I'm sorry, man. I hope that doesn't cause any smoke flames in your house tonight, man.
Player. Oh, shoot. Leave it to Ben.
Get him, Ben. Man, Cage, while I'm waiting on that, that video y'all dropped to go into the cemetery, that was really cool. I just love history. I love the West. I love the cowboys and Indians, and call me in politically incorrect all the fuck you want. I don't care. I know y'all aren't, but somebody might.
Yeah.
And I love those days. I love the true history of all that. And a lot of people always ask me if I'm related to Buffalo Bill Cody. I'm not. Our sector of Cody's were here 300 years before his was. And he's from up in the Midwest, Michigan, Wisconsin area. No relation. Although my grandfather and my great grandmother and great grandfather met him. He came to their house to visit because they were Cody's on one of his tours, doing his shows. But that's it. The families knew of each other, but no relation. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Ben. Hold on. Thank you. I just went through a whole spiel saying that in summary. Exactly. That's what that's what I say. Because there's no good outcome.
Yeah.
For
There's
us.
Ron. What's up, Ron?
Ron Jammin. Just sent it to you. Did you send it on Dirty or did you send it to Indigo? Hold on, I'll find it. Don't worry.
About time you come out of hiding there, Ron. We've been looking for you.
Dang it, what the hell? Notifications. This is crazy. Did she send it to Two Wheels by chance? Let's see what happens. Look what I found. Hamas has ordered terrorist attacks on Friday, October the 13th. Please stay. Somebody was saying that. I've seen that on TikTok. I don't like the big areas for that one reason. But and I hate to say this, but if they're so stupid to do that, they won't last long, because that's going to give every crazy motherfucker, me included, that owns a gun, illegally or legally, it's going to be all out war on those motherfuckers in a skinny. There's not going to be any tolerance like there was after 9/11. It ain't going to happen. People are going to come out the woodwork, and it's going to be over with. The cities might be a mess for a while, but it's going to end just as fast as it started. Because I don't think anybody's going to listen to the government anymore. It's just everybody is that close to snapping, and that's going to make them snap. Rightfully so, probably. Because who's going to prosecute them? Let's think about that for a minute. They might get arrested. Who's going to send them to jail? At the end of the day, who's really going to do that? Oh, then Ben says it. Okay. Yep, I found it.
I stay strapped, man. I stay strapped, brother.
My closet's stacked. And the thing is that most people like us, like Scott's out there, and Scott's way out there in the deep, to be honest with you, all things considered. Small town like me, where I am, although we're in between two major bases, but when it comes to these dipshits, I don't think that's a threat. And then where you are, I don't even think they would even dream of fucking with the Midwest or the Southeast. I don't, because they know those are the people that will kill them inside of 5 seconds. And they've got nowhere to run, because they'd have to run out further into the country to the very people that are waiting on their asses. So upper Midwest, East Coast, upper East Coast, all the West Coast, they might have some problems. But it pisses me off that we're even involved to a level that I can't describe. I'm tired of us messing with shit that, like I said, it was going on before Jesus, literally. And it has not changed one bit. With the introduction of Israel, and everybody will say, but Israel was there first. No, Israelis, the Israelites were there 3,000 years ago. The country wasn't. It's never been that. And up until 1949, I believe, something like that. And I know, because I studied this a lot. This is probably one of the few areas of history is where I pay a lot of attention to in those classes, and it's just, and I can't see how anybody could take sides with either of them. Especially, like I said, with Black Lives Matter and the LGBTQ ABCXYZ community. I don't understand it, because the Palestinians, as I said before, go over there, step foot in their country. You'll be dead in seconds just because of the way you look and act.
Yeah.
They will take you out in seconds.
You'll be hung from a
Yes.
light post or something.
Milliseconds. And like I said, on the other side, you have the extreme right wing that's over there that 9 times out of 10 has something nasty to say about the Jewish community, because they're the ones in control of Hollywood and the liberal community. But now they want to side with them. It baffles me that people can flip a coin just like that. I got to take a side. No, you don't. It's just like, you don't have to vote Republican. You don't have to vote Democrat. There's better parties out there. The reason they never get any stronghold is because we got our blinders on. We're stuck in this Democrat Republican crap, and we're stuck listening to these people. Most of them, both sides, are pandering idiots. They're puppets. That's all they are. And if there's anything I can say about Trump, that's the one thing that motherfucker isn't. I can't say personality-wise that he may be the best and most cordial and well-spoken person in the world, but I don't give a shit about that. Not right now. I don't give a damn about that. I didn't give a damn about that when he ran the first time. That's not why I'd be voting for him, because our country's getting crazy. We need, just like I saw this woman on TikTok and black woman to give full identity on TikTok today, say it. She would take a man with balls over Biden any day.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yep. Exactly.
Oh, look at Andrew with the question. I'm trying to follow what Ben's saying here. They take a side they think will make them. Thank you, Ben. You're exactly right.
It's all about the money. It's all about the Benjamins. See what I did there?
Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, you're right. You're exactly right, Ben. That's just why I wanted to hear what you and Kate said.
I'm live streaming here.
Oh, yeah. Was it? Hold on, where we go? There we go. Sorry, y'all. I was catching up because I really want to hear what other people have to think about this. Else, I don't think I'm right. I don't think I'm wrong. I just think I hold a good argument. It's my belief. That's all I can tell you. And Ben is pretty much Ben's pretty much nailing it, in my opinion. It's why I talk to God and talk to others in my house.
Yeah.
I don't need to go to anybody else's house.
Me either.
And it should never cost you a dime to do it. And I say that because there's plenty, don't get me wrong, there's plenty of churches out there. Come as you are. And they hold to it. It's usually a corner church that probably ain't no more than about 1,500 square feet. These big churches may tell you that, may say that. And I've said this since I was very young. I walked into that church and with holy pants on, an unbuttoned shirt because it was the only thing I had. And, my hair wasn't combed. Oh, they'd stare me down like a disease.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't either, Ben. I don't watch that shit. I take that back. Sometimes I do, just to see how stupid people are being, if that makes any sense at all.
One time I see it is like if it's on something on YouTube, or I don't know. I don't watch it on, like, sitting here at home. I don't cut on the news to watch the news.
Right. That's a good one. Yeah. It ain't to watch the news, that's for sure. And look at Andrew. I think you're right, Andrew. I think you're very right. If Trump were in office, I don't think any of the shit that's going on over there would be happening. None.
No,
and the thing is what's going on, Trump called it. The minute Biden sent that shit, the money over to Iraq. One's Arab, one's Persian. That's all. And whichever one we're pissed off at right now. He called this shit. He said it's what's going to happen.
Yep. No, it wouldn't. None of this craziness will be going on. I mean, they was afraid of Trump, man. I mean, shoot, because Trump didn't play, man. When he said something, he meant it.
And we need somebody like him or Reagan back in here that the world fears. You know why? because the rest of the world still respects that shit.
Yeah.
It's I don't give a damn what you say. It's a man's world out there, and I hate to say it, but it's always gonna be. I don't give it equal rights. I don't care if a woman can do it, let them do it, but it's still gonna be a man's world out there at the end of the day, 3,000 years from now. Because we've got the ugh that the weaker sex could not defeat. And the ugh is what the rest of the world pays attention to, from the Iranians, the Arabs, the Syrians, the Israelis, Russia, China, everybody else. They pay attention to the man that has the balls.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all this stupid, crazy stuff you see in America right now that they swear the whole world is doing, with all this gender bending and pronouns and all that shit. That shit doesn't go on anywhere else. Nowhere. You'd think you'd see it in Europe. Guess what? No.
Yeah. No.
You damn sure don't see it in any Asian countries. You damn sure don't see it in any in Africa. You damn sure don't see it in South America. You damn sure don't see it in China. You damn sure don't see it in Russia. I think I just explained the rest of the world. It's all this crazy ideology of these damn twits in the United States. And they wonder why expats are becoming such a big thing.
Yeah. Oh. No, they wouldn't. No. They couldn't even show themselves, couldn't show their, and still can't, really. I mean, there's some that do, but they had to cover up everything.
There's a lot of shit. And Ben, to hit back where Ben said right here in the 60s, this world changed as far as America is concerned. And after the Kennedy assassination.
Yeah.
Shit changed.
Yeah.
No one knows what, but Trump didn't want to open up that shit either. And he could have. He could have let everybody know what's going on.
In 2019 is when the world changed to where the care for life, people caring for others and caring for their life changed forever. And it's like, hospitals don't care if you die or not. I mean, they don't care. You're a number, you're a dollar sign to them, and that's it. If your insurance they don't take your insurance, then you're done, basically. It changed forever, man. People look at each other different. I don't know, man. It just changed forever. The love for humanity.
Yeah, it did. And I'm sorry, it was just a quick one. Glad you brought that Kellogg Brown. If nobody knows who that is, Google that name. That could be 4 podcasts. I'm not even going to go. Just Google. The real monsters of the politicians all day long. And what do we have here? Until we realize our two-party system is two sides of the same coin in the USA, we are FUBAR. Yes, sir. That's why I said it a few podcasts back. Only one time have I voted for a Republican or a Democrat on any national level. I voted for both sides on local stuff because I think there are plenty of Democrats, especially locally and things, that have a brain. And I understand their policies. I may not agree with everything they're doing, but the major things they're wanting to accomplish, I agree with what they're doing and how they want to do it. Okay. But nationally, there's only one time I've ever voted, and that was Bush on his second run, because I thought I thought he was doing a good job personally, but I also thought that after 9/11, we don't need a change of power right now.
Well, tell me this, Dirty, on Republican side, tell me one person you agree with on everything. with that for that Republican?
Everything? No, nobody.
Nobody. No.
But there's nobody on this planet that I agree with on everything. I just, when it comes to rights and financial, and fiscal responsibility, that's what makes me lean right.
Yeah.
On the left, when it comes to certain equality and not going over the line with it, I tend to agree with them a good bit more. But the funny thing is that everything that the Democrats have ever wanted done, whether they were in full power or not, it wouldn't happen without the fucking Republicans. I don't think there's Republicans that are necessarily against their programs. They're against how they want to do it.
Yeah, there's good on each side, I believe, but to me, they're not 100%. Either side is not 100% for you.
No.
For me. For everybody in the chat. For Americans. They're not.
And they shouldn't be, really. I mean, it's impossible. But the crookedness behind it, is just, it's insane. We have got to clean the house. And what we bring is what the result going to be? Just more of the same? I don't know, but we got to try. We've got to try.
Yeah, we definitely got to try.
We should eliminate corporations from donating a damn dime. Close up the loopholes. They need to start stumping in every small town in this world with all these budgets and shit. And this, all these expensive dinners that they usually get through the gray areas with donations. This shit needs to stop. Because I guarantee you, at least the fact if they started using, a level playing field where it didn't cost you money, there should be a coffer, probably. And this is probably some liberal agenda, but it might be one that I agree with. That there's a certain amount of money, probably in the billions, depending on how many people are running, but to keep it in fair ground. And anybody that wants their name in cannot not be listened to, because the top 3 or 4 in both parties squash everyone else. Oh, no, you're 5 or 6. We don't have time for you on our studio tonight. And that's Fox, CNN, and all of them.
Yeah.
Nope. You're going to listen to all of them. If you don't have time on your television, then guess what? We're going to go to radio formats or YouTube.
Exactly.
And we're going to hear everybody, from the guy that's working on, the landscaper cutting grass that wants to run for president, all the way up to the billionaire that has been in politics his whole damn life. That's how it changes.
Right. Yeah, I agree. Everybody should be heard. What's Robin doing over there? Putting emojis up.
Hand covering eyes, yeah. Term limits. Oh God, yes. How did I slip and not say that? Dude, it has got to, let me tell you something. This is my opinion on this. Yes, we need them. I understand the argument that if they are restricted to, only 2 terms like the president, that they're not there long enough to get things done. And I kind of have believed that a little bit, because you do have to, you've got to befriend everyone. You've got to find your friends, and that can take some time. Then you got to work together. 3 or 4 max. And sorry, you're just out. If you can't accomplish anything by then, you're no re-election. Bye.
Well, it's like with Trump's run, man. It's like everything is getting better. And if you couldn't see that, then you're blind. Everything was getting better, and then it's over with, and then back to crap.
Yeah. And it's also, this, like I said, I have my questions about Trump, because is he 100% ethical in his businesses? Hell no. You can't get to where he is and be ethical down to the dots, question marks, exclamation points, cross T's and dotted I's, and spell check approved. You can't do it. You can't even do it on my scale. There's dirty tricks I got to do to survive. Not illegal.
Yeah.
But shit you got to do to stay ahead.
Yeah.
And this damn witch hunt shit in New York that they tried him on, and that damn
Yeah.
judge, that sent me through the God blessed roof, because they dispelled literally. Trump says 80%. I'll say it's more like 60. But anyway, within minutes, they made that judge look like a dumbass. That case should have been gone from the word go right there.
Yeah.
That judge should have had zero trust. And if they wanted to carry on the case and see what the other 40% or 20% was, it should be with a different damn judge. That judge should be under the cell right now. That was bullshit.
Yeah.
And you notice Atlanta ain't pushing anything hard because they know their day's coming too. And they looked around and went, holy shit, he's going to show up in court?
Yeah.
What have you heard out of Atlanta recently? Nothing. Because they're like,
Nada.
oh shit, he's going to come at us.
Dang right.
They thought that he was going to lay down and they'd get some clout because he's not going to jail for any reason. Even if he was convicted of some hardcore serious crimes outside of murder, he ain't going to prison. They would still have to have Secret Service and everything around his ass 24/7.
He rolled in there deep too, didn't he?
Yeah, and this shit that a damn judge thought that damn Mar-a-Lago was only worth $18 million. When a condo down the street's worth more than that.
I'm not
Falsified
seeing any
his.
of Ben's comments. I'm seeing all of Ben's.
And Sarah went off the roof on this. I did too, because I mean, I know real estate fairly well. The fact that judge saying that, he lied to secure loans and all this shit and falsified information on the values of his properties and stuff. Dude, you can't do that to a bank. If a bank didn't check what your values are on your real estate, they broke the law. Not him. The bank broke the law.
I see you, KH. There's some folks saying that I can't see Ben's comments or KH, but I see them.
I see
him,
Ben's
Dirty?
latest one is this one right here. Yeah, sorry, I was on a rant. I'll bring him up. And
Turn off top chat. Yeah, put on all chats, guy. Or all comments, messages, whatever.
yeah.
It is.
Speaking of Epstein.
Because that's what it was doing me when I first started out. Because Dirty was reading comments that I didn't see, and I realized that I had it on top comments instead of all.
Robin. She called Robin Ronan.
Ronan.
Those that know what Ronan is. The banks were already pissed off. And yeah, because for you to secure a loan with real estate or to buy real estate, you have to have it appraised. An independent appraiser has to appraise it. Trump can't appraise his own properties to a bank. I mean, technically he can. If they want to take his word for it, that's their fucking fault. But they're also technically breaking the law when they do that. Not Trump.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see them now. Lovely KH can see. I can see clearly now. The filter's gone. It's gonna be bright, dirty and float thump show.
Yeah.
The podcast about everything yet nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Where all the cool people come and hang out.
That's right. Where all the cool people come and hang out. Drink dirty floats. Damn, I think I got a sip. Ben, you looking, bro. You go, man, in about 6 weeks, you gonna have abs. You gonna have a six-pack, Ben. You looking quite fit in that video.
Ben been working out. Watch out now. I don't
know if he's been working out, but he's all flat in the front. He's got to run. He's got to run flat.
He's got to run flat, bro. I found some new candy, bro. I know you like candy too, man. You might be familiar with this candy. It's called Hi-Chew.
I know I've heard of it. What?
Oh,
And I've probably eaten it. I could see it, but that's not the
bro. It's like a
explain.
little. It's like a chewy. It's a chewy, fruity candy, man. It's got like green apple flavor, mango.
Yeah, yeah, I know what it
Uh,
is. It's come around. It's come around in, and that's what I thought it was. It's kind of like taffy Tootsie Rollish.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, bro, a guy at work turned me on to it. Shoot, I done ate 2 bags of it today.
Oh, damn, dude! You better start running around the block.
Oh god, and I got a bag in there.
I just
Well,
here.
I ate a bag and a half.
Oh my god, man, you're sickening. This, you know why I want to see Trump elected more than anything, and just let's say reelected more than anything, because Obama and all that shit. That he was headed out anyway. He really had no way to say this, but with Biden, he can literally just walk up there and go, "Motherfucker, you're fired."
You're fired.
And oh my god, I would love to see that. Just the raw comedy of his ass being
Hmm.
able to walk up and say it the way he says it. You're fired.
And the merch would come out with Biden's face on it. You're fired.
Getting ready for America is all dirty, dirty. Yeah. Ben is so handsome. Yeah, he
We
is.
love
I like Ben's beard, man.
we love
But
you hanging out with us, Cage.
yeah, we really really enjoy it. Anyone going, man? I swear to goat that I'm gonna make it 1 year. But as I was saying at the very beginning of this, the first week or so of October tends to be the the back end of slow for us on through September, and it just goes. It's too crazy.
Oh yeah,
But
that's this month, isn't it? Yeah.
yeah, change is coming. I've been telling y'all that for a while, but it's going to take the new year to click in. It's just my cutoff point for some things, and my point where some other things get a check mark. So more to come.
Mhm. More to come. Lots to come.
Exactly. And they can't get rid of him because he's got just enough clout, power, and money to say he's got fuck you money. And that's the thing. He's not over there trying to get rich off the system. He's made his own money. So it's pure money. And they can't fully take him down because he's the one that will rat them out in a second. I think there's a lot of shit he could say that he ain't saying. But if they start getting real dirty, he's going to come out and shit's going to fly.
It's gonna hit the fan, ain't it?
Cage, it was my favorite show. I loved that show. Yes.
Yeah. God, it got on us so fast. I wanted to go, but here it is, October again. Jeez.
JT's guys may not be coming this year. They're still busy with the Mo schedule. We got some well-timed. Yeah, I remember you talk about that in the video, and that's good. I'm sure you're not complaining, just making a statement. But that's a good thing. Can't argue with that, man. It's make the money while you can, especially for guys like y'all that January and February is just. I mean, what are you doing? If y'all do Christmas lights well, you'll be good, and you'll probably be taking them down a good chunk of January. So then, February, I think y'all said something about splitting wood. Probably can scratch up some earthwork, but there's nothing routine and consistent for y'all. They hate Trump. Yeah. And he truly knows how to negotiate that. That's the thing. He knows how to play to people's personalities to get what he wants. That's what's made him successful. that and making sure that he's the dominant person in the room. It's an alpha thing. And but he's one hell of a negotiator. And all these damn people, oh well, he's gone bankrupt 5 times. I don't even know that it's been that many. That's probably bullshit in itself. But the fact is, let me tell you something. Anybody that's gotten halfway to where that son of a bitch has gotten in his life, they filed too. Or they didn't file, but they were broke as hell eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. First run and stays. Nobody.
Right. Trump don't care. Okay, yeah, you nailed that, Ben, about the peace, man, because it's sad but true. Peace, peace, there's no money in peace. Just like, the saying drama sells. It's
And
crazy. Sad.
You must fail in order to succeed. There could be no wiser, better statement in all of the world to hear outside of some spiritual, because I think I said this on the last podcast. Our brains, you take them back to cavemen, okay? When we first kind of went, and Lana, Zug Zug. Who can tell me what movie that's from? Hey, Lana, Zug Zug. If you could tell me, you too will win a T-shirt in January when they come out. Scott
That'd be the second T-shirt going already.
I'll give another one away. Who says Lana Zug Zug? And extra points if you can say who actually played the character. But anyway, you go back to caveman times, and how we became intelligent is we learned what not to do. There's no better way to learn than failing. It is our genetic way of doing so. That's why when you say people are book smart, that's going back to that. They haven't failed nor succeeded at anything. They can just regurgitate knowledge. That doesn't make them smart at all. Come on, somebody. Lana Zug Zug. Very famous musician. I'll give a clue.
Excel. Scott said Excel.
Nope. One of the. Will nailed it. All right. But that was the bonus question. What movie was it, Will? That's the T-shirt answer. Which movie was it? Do you know what it is, Float? Do you know what it is?
Yes.
Okay. When I heard you singing, I was like, yep, he's got the tune right. Will gets it. And if there's any of you younger bucks hanging out here and have never seen that, that is by far, that is top 3. That in the movie Airplane. There ain't much shit that when it comes to just funny, dumbass shit, there ain't nothing funnier.
No, the original Airplane, come on now.
And Bad News Bears is up there too. And I watched that night before last, dude. 1:00 in the morning, I couldn't fall asleep for nothing. And I was scrolling through, I think it was Hulu, maybe Amazon. Yep. It was Bad News Bears. I was like, there ain't no way in hell I'm scrolling past that.
Bro, that's one of the top, like, if Bad News Bears comes through, I'm watching it. If they don't, y'all may not agree with this or not. If Grease comes through, I'll
watch Grease too, dude.
Shoot an Airplane, like we said that, and then Tombstone. If Tombstone comes through, okay, I mean, I've seen that thing over 10 times. I'm watching it.
You see the size of that chicken? Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Which one, KH? Huh? Oh no.
I've heard of it. I'll have to go look that up. I may have watched that. I usually watch things like that, but I can't say that I have. Damn, I knew the random ass trivia of the night. Yes. That and Airplane are the originators. Yes, it is. That and Blazing Saddles. Blazing Saddles was absolute hilarious. Spaceballs. Mel Brooks. Anything Mel Brooks walks into, you know you're gonna laugh your ass off. I watched that not long ago too.
Daisy Duke.
I have all the Bad News Bears. I do sue somewhere. Bad News Bears and the first Star Wars came out the same year, and both of them they were. Yep. I know which ones those are.
Yeah, bud.
And, I think Pierce, and maybe past couple of years, they've been getting it in like Halloween candy. But Bad News Bears and Star Wars were my first movies.
Mm.
And you should have seen the look on my Baptist grandfather's face in Grease when they go, "She's a real pussy wagon." Grease lightning. My grandfather was like, "Whoa." I'm 9 years old, sitting to his right. He's like, "Whoops."
Go Grease lightning.
But old Bad News Bears, he never was. He didn't. What I loved about him, speaking of back to religion for a minute, is he was the one soul that I know of in this world that never judged anybody else. You could cuss, you could smoke, you could drink, you could do it. As long as you weren't causing personal harm to another person, he was fine with it. He didn't care. His beliefs were for him, not for him to cast onto you.
Yeah. I get the, people around me sometimes when they cuss, they'll, apologize or whatever. I mean, that's cool if that's what you want to do and all, but I don't judge people like that, man. If I did, I wouldn't be on this podcast.
Right. Isn't that the truth, man? Isn't that the truth?
Isn't
that the truth?
Yeah. If people ask me how I believe or whatever, I share it with them and all, but I don't not love you or care for you because you don't speak like I do or you don't, live like I do.
I don't think cuss words. I think that was in our first podcast. I don't think a cuss word's harming anybody. But to get on the KH here for a second, that's probably one of my top favorite 80s movies of all times, man. And
Saturday Night Fever?
I was the Spicoli of my area pretty much. The Saturday Night Fever is good too. But and Herbie. Damn, everybody's firing Animal House. Oh my God. Scott, tell everybody. They're going to think I'm crazy if I say it by myself. But the island we lived on was Animal House. Every Friday and Saturday night. And every night in the summer. Somewhere at somebody's house. That shit went on at least once or twice a week for years when we grew up. There was not one party that you couldn't find that wasn't pure Animal House. And or a Fast Times at Ridgemont High, man. And, hey, bud, let's party. Who ordered the pizza? Who ordered it? Was it you? Was it? Sorry, man. They wrecked the Trans Am. Spicoli for president. Yep. And last Halloween, I was Spicoli. That's what you see what I wear, right? That dude. I love that movie so much because me and about 5 other guys in my that was us. Was that group?
Yeah. What movie's this? Hey, you guys.
I know. Who can answer? Who can answer?
Hey, you guys.
Well, movie trivia got everybody going, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
save this one for next week.
And oh geez, what was one of my other favorites? Breakfast Club. I love that movie too. That was great.
Nobody gonna get it. There you go,
Oh yeah.
Robin.
Wait, yeah. That's Sarah's favorite movie, so I knew it right from the minute you went, "Hey!" I was like, "I know where he's going."
You guys. That's right, Robin. Boom.
That is a good movie. Flatliners, that was another movie back then that I liked with Kiefer Sutherland. That movie scared the shit out of me, dude, because to me, I don't
Yeah.
care who you are, I don't care what you believe in, to whirl this back into what, a religion thing. That could be possible.
You know what? I don't get into I don't do horror movies and that kind of stuff or like vampire movies, except for one. There's one vampire movie that if it
Salem's
came,
Lot.
nope, if it
Damn.
came on right now, I'd watch it though. And I was trying to think of a hint that I could give you. Anyway, I just put it out there. Lost Boys.
Oh yeah, I love that one too. That one's a good one.
Yeah.
Stripes. The Aunt Jemima treatment. That's my favorite line. That's my favorite thing out of Stripes is the Aunt Jemima treatment. And
That's a
that's
fact.
that movie's. I like that. I like that better than like Caddyshack, to be honest with you.
Yo, it's
Do
funny. One of
diddy
my
diddy dum diddy do.
she look good
She
on
look fine.
TikTok, man. On one of my videos, I had to send it to you, man. I get to comment all the time, especially the one where I'm dancing in the trailer on TikTok and Caddyshack. People say this don't even look like the
Oh
Caddyshack.
yeah, yep, yep.
Um, and one guy did a duet with the Caddyshack thing dancing and me dancing. I'm like, man, I got to share this.
That's a fact, Jack.
Jack.
Left, 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 right, left.
Lost Boys, yeah.
Oh, Ben's got quotes now. Yeah, Robbie Ravencourt, this short thing, convicted. Yep. And you know what? You know where that came from, and I learned this later on. Was that line was I think it was Bill that pulled it, if from Arlo Guthrie's Thanksgiving song. Is where that was kind of pulled from, because that's telling the same story.
Mm-hmm.
Dirty Dancing, boy, that was a big one. Red Dawn, shit, that could be a reality right now.
Yeah, sure could.
And that one was a good one though. Dirty Dancing. I just saw the new Top Gun night before last too, and I didn't think that I would care for it, dude. I really like that movie. They did it justice. Yeah, I really, because I thought there's no way. There's no way.
There's no way they could top the original, but I don't know.
They
I haven't
did
seen
it. They did well. They did good. I liked it.
because most sequels don't live up.
No, but they did good. And I wasn't a Tom Cruise fan then, and I'm not now. But he, that wouldn't have been Top Gun without him. So you have to put him in there.
Yeah, I have to check it out. I haven't seen it because I was like that. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna waste my time and it be a bad movie.
If you're not familiar with Arlo Guthrie's Alice's Restaurant, it's on YouTube. I post it every Thanksgiving. Like I said, it goes that whole script was completely pulled from that song. That song is literally 22 minutes long or something like that. But and you can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant and walk out. It's I love that song. It's one of my favorites. Yeah, CKH agreed. I thought it was, I don't know the accuracy to all that. And what I liked is what I feared most was that the technology of the day was going to show up in Top Gun, just like it has in other movies like what am I trying to spit out? The car movie with Vin Diesel, where there's 50 million of them.
Oh yeah, Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious. I still go because I'm addicted to seeing what happens. But after the fourth one, when they put everything so fake and exaggerated, I thought they were going to do that to Top Gun, and they didn't do it. They did not do it. I was very pleased with that. It was very realistic.
Yeah, the Fast and Furious movie has gotten ridiculous.
Yeah, there's nothing realistic about it all.
Yeah, probably the next newest one, they'll fly a car to the moon or something.
Scott knows the Group W, bitch. Yes, sir. It's the best place to be.
Bench warmers.
Weirdos is what the W stands for.
Talk to me, goose.
Littering. Called me a litter bug. A murderer.
Did you like bench warmers?
I'm trying to remember it. I know I saw that.
Yeah, the baseball movie.
Yeah.
The kid eats the suntan lotion.
I know I've seen it, but I can't remember much about it. So, damn, I know I saw it because that was kind of slapstick too, wasn't it? Yeah, I know I've seen it.
Who forgot to hit the like button? Yeah, come on, everybody, hit that like button.
Yeah, hit the like button. Hit him, pound it, knock that son of a bitch out. Punch it like it's a picture of Biden. Knock the shit out of it.
Yep.
What else have I? Oh, and for those of you, and it's probably, I would say this week, it's probably going to show up on apps out there, like Hulu, Amazon, Netflix, and one of them. If you haven't seen the movie The Blind, you've got to see it. I mean, no joke. Especially if you know the guys from Duck Dynasty, but even if you don't, it might do it. It might play in your favor to not know who they really are.
Yeah.
It's that movie. I never heard one sound in a packed theater the whole time. Not one peep out of anybody for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Now I was zoned in pretty good. We paid up to have the extra padded reclining seats where they bring the food to you.
Yeah.
We were laid out, but
he was uppity.
Oh yeah.
Y'all see who's got the money.
To be honest with you, it was the only seats left. I usually don't pay up for dumb shit like that, but it was the only 4 seats left that were together.
Right.
Little movie theater. So I was like, well, what better seats to have? The Blind, KH. You can Google it too. Or look around on YouTube. If you go to Duck Commander on YouTube, you find that group. Look at Phil Robinson, their podcast. They actually did like 3 or 4 podcasts specifically to the making of this movie. I listen to them regularly, but those 4, without giving away too much information, it is. I knew he had a fucked up background. I had no clue it was that. I'd have never guessed it in a million years.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yep.
Here, I'll type. Actually, let me just type.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. I've seen like the trailer of it. So.
It was me, Henley, Sarah, and her dad. We went to see it. It is. When it comes to, I mean, by the end, to see where he was, to what he fell down to, what he came up to,
Yeah.
It just, again, we learn from our failures.
Right.
It was just, and Miss K, if you're familiar with Duck Dynasty, is it shows how much of the patriarch, or not, female's not patriarch. Anyway, y'all get what I'm saying. That she is. It is amazing what she was willing to go through.
Yeah. 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 You wouldn't think by watching them two now that they had a hard time. You know.
No, but she's the one that had the faith that things would change. KH, I don't know. You might want to look at. It was only supposed to be in theaters for 10 days, and the 10th day would have actually been, I think, today. I don't know if they, some movies theaters, especially smaller ones, may be holding it over because it was more successful than the most optimistic person predicted. So it may still be around. If not, I can guarantee it's going to show up on one of the apps very soon.
Yeah.
Or Blaze TV might have it where it's already downloadable because that's who produced it.
Yes, it is ridiculous. That's no lie there. You go pay a fortune. That's like anything. Going to the movies, going to a football game, whatever. It's just ridiculous.
It's nuts. There's a lot of things that I could afford all day long, but I'm not going to. It's like there's no way. It's like I saw just up the street 2 times previously. I've seen Chris Stapleton.
Cool.
For almost nothing. I mean, $35, $40. He was and Jamie Johnson and all that same crowd. But Chris Stapleton, the one that everybody's paying attention to right now, I saw him and Willie Nelson, and who was the other person? I can't remember right now. And then I saw him again with maybe he was there by himself at the House of Blues both times. And this was 15 years ago when he had some fame going behind it. Now it's almost $300 a ticket for the nosebleeds. And I'm thinking, you're singing for the working man? Get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah.
I mean, charge what you want, charge what you can get. You're obviously selling a lot of tickets, but don't go around saying that you're the guy for everybody. That's just when he started saying that, I was like, get the fuck out of here, man.
That's like Oliver. I don't know if you've seen it where he canceled that show because his guys, his people booked a show at this venue, but to come to find out, they jacked him up to like $100 a ticket or something. And he seen it. He pulled off on the side of the road and did a video. He's like, guys, I just pulled off the side of the road here to come and tell y'all this. He's like, do not pay that for them tickets. He said, that's ridiculous. Don't pay that type of money. He said, I'm going to get another venue. The tickets are going to be reasonable. A friend of mine, I think I might have already mentioned this before, but she got Taylor Swift tickets for her and her daughter. You know how much she paid for nosebleed for 2 tickets?
I'd say close to $800.
$1,200.
Whoa!
For nosebleed, 2 tickets, Taylor Swift.
See, I'm not paying that shit just for something that I mean, I'll gladly pay $20-$30 for your album, but spending that much money is not going to encourage me to have a good time.
No,
not going to do it. I'd rather put your music in, go sit on the beach and just listen to it, and get a meal to go from one of the restaurants and have a picnic for a fraction of the price. Because once you get there, dude, they were selling beers at his concert for $15 a beer.
Jeez.
And the only thing you saw, because I was on the island, I was actually, we were working on a house, an installation 2 blocks from where the concert was, and over on Daniel Island. And when everybody started coming to the concert, dude, all you saw was a bunch of rich people trying to act like cowboys and cowgirls. That's all you saw.
Yeah.
And I'm not
Ben,
blaming
that's what
anybody
her
for
daddy
being
said.
rich, but most of them are just fake ass people trying to be something they
Yeah.
can never be. And it drives me nuts.
Yeah, that's what her dad told her mother, Ben, was she should have put it in there. Instead of paying that much to go see somebody, put it in the,
Yeah.
college fund for her.
Or put it into music lessons or instrument lessons. Shit, she could have been
Something,
just as good as any of them for $1,200.
I remember in '91, I went and seen Guns N' Roses. One ticket was $22.50.
Yeah. I remember when we went, who were they touring with them? Was it Motley Crue that they were opening for?
I think it was Skid Row.
Or Skid Row on that one?
I think Skid Row was the opening. I think.
Okay. Well, I saw them in, what was it, 87 actually, when they were opening for Motley Crue. Guns N' Roses, nobody even knew who they were yet. And, because none of us did, and we were hardcore into music. And I went with 4 guys that were in a band together. Scott, you maybe remember Durst band Elevator. We all went up there together, and by the time Guns N' Roses was done, the whole Coliseum was screaming encore, more, all this shit. Nobody gave a fuck about Motley Crue for about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And they came back out.
Yeah.
But the beer, the hotel room across the street in Columbia, I bet we didn't spend $100. Now, that was 30 years ago, yes. But even if you adjust for inflation, that's not a $1,500 concert.
No. No, I ain't paying that.
Swift, damn sure isn't.
I ain't going to see. I think Taylor Swift got these people brainwashed or something, Jack.
I don't understand what the appeal is. And now you can't get on any platform without seeing her goo-goo and gagoing over that damn Celts, dude. It's like,
yeah, they should.
Who cares?
No, really. I mean, they show her at the game, just like, come on, man. I want to watch football. I don't care to see Taylor Swift up there cheering. Show the game. Who cares?
I mean, it's just like it's just stupid. And Scott, I find it really ironic that dude's last name is Celt, Dave Celts. I've talked enough. I can't get my deep voice in, but me and Scott know a Celts as well. Dave Celts. Hey, Scott, I talked to AJ the other night, man. He said he'd spoken to you. KJ's and a mutual friend of mine is Scott's. He's looking to buy a good chunk of property as well, and he's looking up there where me and Costas have our little gig going on to do the same thing. But he doesn't want to do venue and wedding. He just wants to keep it to like a campground and things like that. So he's looking. See if there's anything near us so we can kind of collaborate a little bit, maybe. Who knows? Cool. Told him I'd keep him informed because some things come up, but nothing's out there right now. Yeah, Dave Celts. Whatever. Scott, has anybody heard from Celts in recent history? That dude, I swear to God, man, that dude was something else.
Yeah, she brings money in, man. Just think, man, if nosebleeds is $1,200 for just $600 a ticket in nosebleed, what front row is going to cost?
Oh, there is no concert worth that to me, man. I couldn't think of my most glorified bands to me in their heyday would not be worth that. No way in hell.
No. Nobody. When I won those not Motley Crue, the Metallica, because I've seen Metallica twice, and I won those tickets the third time. They were going for $800 a piece. I had 2 of them, and they were going for $8. I'm like, there's no way I would pay this to go see them if I hadn't won, which I did sell them for $600 a piece. But
hey,
I couldn't pass that up. I'm like, man, I done seen them twice, and I can get $600 a piece for these tickets, you're dang right I'm selling.
I'd have sold too. I'd have done the
Yeah.
same damn thing and pulled them up on YouTube and been just fine, man. I'd pay $0 to see Taylor Swift. Dude, yeah, you couldn't. If you gave me the tickets, I'd do exactly what Float did. I'd be like, shit, I'm going to make me some money. These dumbasses
sir.
right here. I'd
Yep.
take the money and run. I don't give a damn about any of those people. There's very few known bands right now that there's a lot of bands that aren't getting a lot of attention that I love that are around. And I tell you who's probably the most popular right now that I really like that catches a lot of shit is Greta Von Fleet. And I've known about them for years.
I really like those guys. I love their music. I started following them a couple years ago, but their wardrobe has changed. They're pretty weird, man, as far as their wardrobe, but their music is awesome.
It's on point, man. But everybody, like I said, it was probably 4 or 5 years ago when they were still really young.
Yeah.
That I heard them, and I can't remember who turned me on to them, but I was like, and it actually, I think they were on, they just randomly came on through Sirius, and on one of the stations I have programmed. And I was like, that's a Led Zeppelin song I've never heard before.
Yeah.
And I looked down and I was like, Greta Von Fleet, holy shit. But then once they got known, COVID made them popular because they exploded on TikTok right out the gate when TikTok first came around. They were probably one of the first people or groups to skyrocket. And everybody hated them because, they're Led Zeppelin ripoffs. I'm like, these are the same motherfuckers that are out here going, somebody needs to bring rock back to real rock. But when somebody does it, you're hammering them really.
Yeah.
Because I didn't hear you say the guitar playing sucked. I didn't hear you say the lyrics sucked. I didn't hear you say the drummer sucked. You're just mad because they sound like somebody. Everybody sounds like somebody.
Yeah.
And thank God they picked somebody worth a damn to sound like. Jesus, get over yourself.
With being said, be careful this Friday night, y'all. Heads on a swivel. Get strapped. Nighty night.
Good night, Acme.
All right, Ben.
Thank you for coming in, sir. Thank you. Greatly appreciate it, man. Thanks for hanging out. Because, that's what we do here. We hang out. Saturday Night Live.
Made it to another 2-hour mark on the show, y'all. Another podcast here and gone. My goodness.
I know, man. We got to, once again, we're all over the place. It started with the weather with Andrew. It's clear into politics, movies, and music. I don't know what we didn't hit tonight, but we had a damn good time doing it, did we not?
Good time doing it. Absolutely.
And we'll hope to have Andrew, if you're still around. But like I said, we genuinely want to work with you a little bit further on all this.
Yes. Your mic's gone, brother.
My mic's gone?
Now you're back. It went away for a minute.
All right. But anyway, we'll be back next Wednesday. Who knows what the topic will be? If there is a topic, we won't be hanging around it too long. As you know, we'll be here, and we'll be talking to you soon. Thank you for coming. Float, you got any closing words?
Yeah, guys. Y'all have a wonderful night. And remember this, man. If you don't remember anything about this podcast, remember love always wins. I'm a holla.
Love always wins, and it's the podcast about everything yet nothing at all.